Guys. All right. Well, let's rock and roll. We're going to figure it out. We got thousands of people right now on the live, on the Zoom, all around the world, translating today in Japanese. We have a huge movement happening in Japan, Vietnamese today, Spanish today. Tomorrow, we'll be doing a European launch webinar as well. And so it's exciting. So let's dive in. I'm going to pull up the PowerPoint. Give me just a moment. Dr. Eric, so good to be here with you, man. And we're going to look back and laugh about this first webinar. So,
oh, it's all good, man.
Let's dive in, guys. We're going to talk today about Biolimitless. And let me tell you, we had a pre-launch event last weekend in Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona. And I can tell you this statement, by the end of this call, you're going to agree 1,000% with this statement. Biolimitless not only checks all the boxes that any peer-to-peer influencer could ever ask for, but we've created new boxes that the industry never even knew were possible. And I'm telling you, this is a disruption. It's a disruptor. It's a disruptive project on every level. And we're going to dive into some great mind-blowing information today. If you're seeing this for the first time, we are going to be officially launching Biolimitless in Las Vegas on August the 17th. We'll be talking more about that at the end of the call today. There'll be 2 ways to secure your tickets. If you are not a part of our community and you want to pre-position yourself for the Biolimitless launch, we're going to have referral links going live tomorrow where you can book your ticket to the Las Vegas event. When you book that ticket, it automatically positions you in the community. So we'll talk more about that at the end of the call today. So I'm going to share just a few slides to give you just a picture of the model, the business model, and why it is the most disruptive model to ever hit the peer-to-peer industry. And then we're going to bring Dr. Eric on today to talk about the most disruptive product and product category that I've ever seen hit this industry. And guys, I'm telling you, we're about to launch together. We hope every one of you are going to be fired up at the end of this call and be a part of this movement because we are doing what has never been done before. And that's our mantra. We believe that we are all born to do what has never been done before. And we are definitely doing that with this Biolimitless project. So let me just give you some things that have never been done before. First of all, we come from the decentralized blockchain world, the world of smart contracts, the world of decentralization. We have never seen a product-driven peer-to-peer company in the health and wellness space built on the blockchain. What does that mean for those of you who have ever been in the peer-to-peer economy? If you've ever been in the affiliate world, this is a game changer because, first of all, it eliminates back-end deals. There's no ability to move teams or reposition leaders. It's permanent on the blockchain. And if you've been in this industry, you know that's a really big deal. There's no ability to kick someone out. If you've ever been in a situation where companies have frozen your check or removed you from the company for whatever reason they decided, you cannot do that in blockchain environment. And there's no ability to cut somebody in either. And so permanent genealogy on the blockchain, smart contracts for all compensation. This means that the payout is instant and it's guaranteed. The compensation plan cannot be changed. And this is so powerful. Full transparency of where every dollar goes. The blockchain provides that transparency, and there's nothing like this in the world. It guarantees full payout. We're going to talk about that on the next slide, but guarantees full payout. And smart contracts are immutable. They cannot be changed. And this is so powerful because the promise is delivered on every single transaction, every single time. Absolutely disruptive compensation plan. We are the first in the world to do a 100% comp plan payout from breakage bonus pools. Instead of the breakage in the rewards plan going to the company, the breakage, 100% of the breakage in the rewards plan goes back to the community. We have an equity bonus pool for top leaders. If you've ever been in a situation where you built the company, your leadership helped build the company, and at the end of the day, there's no real equity. We're going to have an ongoing equity partnership with the leaders. Again, never been done. Designed to reward the right behaviors on every level. Cumulative volume, not monthly volume, to unlock your generations. Monthly volume to unlock the breakage pool bonuses. Long-term equity for top leaders is based on cumulative volume. So this is powerful. Some build fast, some build slow, but when you hit benchmarks, you're locking in your equity no matter what that time frame is that you reach that goal. You can maximize the rewards plan with 2 or more teams, built-in compression for the payouts, and instant daily pay. Guys, just the breakage bonus pools alone and the leadership equity pool is an absolute disruptor in the industry. We've ran the numbers, we've modeled it. We will absolutely be paying out the largest leadership bonuses that have ever been paid out in this industry. And we're going to announce all those details on August 17th in Las Vegas. A disruptive cell signaling, master microbiotics, and crowdfunding model. Dr. Eric's going to break that down for us today, but we have a product that has instant results, instant gratification. We have a product that has quantifiable, measurable, and tangible long-term results. We're in front of the #1 emerging health trend in the world today with the first ever oral delivery mechanism. The entire roadmap from day one is doing what has never been done before. I like to say this is the first time in my career where Google is our best friend. And so phase 1 launches on August the 17th. Phase 2 will launch in February of 2025 at our global event in Dubai. And phase 3 launches on August 17th for the crowdfunding model. And the actual build outs will go live in phase 3 in 2025. We'll talk more about that today. And that's with our Biolimitless Wellness Center model that we're going to talk about on this call today as well. We are bringing a disruptive, the most advanced DNA testing that delivers game-changing precision about your genetic code and how to maximize your personal health at a cellular level. And it's all accessible through the Biolimitless app. Again, Dr. Eric's going to break down why the epigenetic DNA testing that we are bringing to the market is unlike anything else that's being done out there in the world. Our disruptive crowdfunding model. We are going to be launching 200 Biolimitless centers globally in the next 3 years. On August the 17th, members will be able to contribute and have equity ownership and profit sharing in those Biolimitless centers. Again, this has never been done, marrying the retail world with the peer-to-peer economy. The referral model is included in the Biolimitless crowdfund. The crowdfund model pays into the global breakage bonus pools. So again, just pumping the model on every level. Profit sharing for the entire community from the Biolimitless retail product sales. Guys, this is a game changer because we're launching this brand. We're launching this model as a community. Every single thing that expands from here, a portion of that comes back to the community, not just from your personal referrals, not just from the network that you build, but from the entire ecosystem globally. U.S. participants will need to meet and submit the requirements of an accredited investor to participate in the crowdfunding model in phase 1. Within the next 6 months, we will have the retail licenses secured for retail investors. But in phase 1, the crowdfund model in the U.S. will be for accredited investors if you live in the United States. A disruptive influencer model. Doctors, clinics, and influencers will be able to sell Biolimitless products at a higher retail price and earn 20%. They can do it from their office. They can have customers ordering online. We have a whole system in place for the influencers, the doctors, and health clinics around the world. But every time that happens, and there's such a movement happening already with doctors around the world with Biolimitless, 30% of all the retail sales will go into the Biolimitless rewards plan. It's so incredible. It's the first ever influencer model that rewards the community instead of competes with the community. The referral marketing prices will always be lower than the retail prices. We are building a global brand in harmony with the open market, not in isolation from the open market. This is so powerful to synergize those two worlds together. And the ultimate reward comes back to the peer-to-peer community that's building this model with us. We have a disruptive AI product, it's literally an expert. It's an AI expert. You can do a three-way call. They can text message your friends that you're sharing the product with. And literally the AI tool is available to all members, and it will interactively answer.
He'll be back on. This is normal for Jeremy.
The science of the products, you have an AI sales expert at your disposal to help with that. The marketing system will include an app-based exposure tracking and follow-up system. We're launching this whole project on our own blockchain. This is a blockchain that has been under development for the last 3 years. It's designed specifically for the peer-to-peer economy. This will allow us to transfer in existing genealogies. For example, if a company wants to partner with us, we can transfer that entire company onto the blockchain. It allows us to bridge onboarding from all major blockchains, allows us to onboard with credit cards and debit cards, allows us to offer DeFi rewards in the future on earned commissions, and it allows us to provide a global platform for other projects in the future. So the first ever peer-to-peer economy blockchain goes live on August the 17th. Again, the roadmap, phase 1 is our foundational products. Dr. Eric will be talking about that today. Launches live at our Vegas event on August 17th. Phase 2 is solution-specific products. So in February at our Dubai event, we will be launching solution-specific products that take this breakthrough technology and focus on specific solutions: weight loss, muscle gain, right? Mental health, et cetera, et cetera. And Dr. Eric will break that down today. Phase 3, we actually begin the build out of the Biolimitless Centers of Excellence. The crowdfunding for phase 3 goes live, however, in phase 1 on August the 17th. So powerful roadmap, and you're going to really be blown away by what Dr. Eric shares with you here today. Biolimitless not only checks all the boxes that any peer-to-peer influencer could ask for, we have created new boxes that the industry never knew were possible. And Dr. Eric, I'm going to turn this over to you. I'll stop my screen share so you can take over from here. But brother, man, when we met, and I mean, it was just instant brotherhood, man. Your energy, your love for people. I've been on the phone all day with leaders. The way you have already impacted the world is incredible. But I'll tell you the biggest thing I hear, and we had so many physicians that were with us in Arizona, but the way your mind works, the way you look at things and say, how do we get to the root of the issue? And how can we create a system that allows people to take healthcare and make it self-care and really unlock that potential of their human body? You've changed my life. You've impacted all 3 of our lives, Edward, Ilya, and I, our families' lives. And we're just so honored. I mean, really, man, honored, so humbled that we get to partner with you on something this special. And we get to go out and reach the world in a very powerful way together. So, brother, thank you so much for everything that you do. I'm excited to hear the presentation today, and I'll throw it over to you, man.
Well, Jeremy, first of all, thank you so much. And everybody that's watching all over the world. I mean, let me tell you something. You know how big of an impact we're having right now? The impact is so big. We literally have a team here right in front of you that's working on making sure the servers stay up because so many people got on, they crashed multiple servers. Like the internet went down because of what we're doing right now. That's just so everybody knows, that's how big of a deal what we are together doing is impacting. And I want you to understand something. This is not about me, it's about we. And I said this when we were in Arizona. It's about we, the community. It's about we, the people globally. Look, if the last 4 years plus has taught us nothing, that we must have our own self-care again. Self-care really is the new healthcare. And for those of you that don't know me, let me give you a little background on me before I get into my part of the presentation. But look, I'm a physician by trade. Many of you guys know I'm doctor of natural medicine, doctor of chiropractic. I've got all the fellowships in functional neurology. I've practiced functional medicine for better half of 20 plus years. I've owned and operated over 30 clinics. I was getting ready to open up another 30 clinics in 2019 before COVID hit, and then 2020 hit, and the rest of the world changed, right? And I own a couple surgical centers. I've been part owner of a hospital system, owner of a nutraceutical company and a biologics company. I mean, I don't tell you that to impress you, but to tell you that we think and act differently than most doctors do. And my whole mindset is all about getting people to the root cause of the problem. And many of you have seen me. You've seen me on television. You've seen me all over the place. And during COVID, our practices saw over 11,000 patients positive for COVID, and nobody died. And instead of the United States government asking me, how did we do what we did? They sued me. And they sued me for $508 billion. Let me say that again, 508 with a B billion dollars. Why? Because we were being so disruptive to the status quo that was currently there. And by the way, after a almost 4-year long exhaustive battle, spending over $5 million to defend myself and beat them, by the way, we won our case. And now we're able to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And when I testified in front of Congress about everything I went through, one of the congressmen said, if Dr. Nepute and other doctors like him were correct about what they were correct about during the pandemic, which, by the way, people are using our protocols now across the globe in hospitals and doctors' offices, what else are they right about? And I'm telling you right now, it's time to make a big shift. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, there have been rises and falls of civilization since the beginning of time. And systems are built and systems fail. And you're going to hear me say this many, many times, that if the system seems too big to fail, it's time to start a new one, especially one that's failed us. I can only really speak for North America when I say this, but we spend over $5 trillion with a T, $5 trillion a year on healthcare in our country. And 50% of that money we spend, 2.5 trillion of it, is absolutely spent on bureaucratic waste. It doesn't improve the outcomes of the people that participate in the system, because it's all about managing your symptoms, your sickness, and your disease. Well, we're not interested in that. And what we're going to be talking about with our launch of Biolimitless is a new healthcare delivery system challenging the status quo of the systems that have failed us in healthcare and in wealthcare. And think about Biolimitless as a freestanding company that has an opportunity to bring doctors and healthcare practitioners and wellness providers globally in together under one opportunity, with the guise of really, truly helping put health and care back into healthcare. And that's what we've created. This is not another Vita Vita Vegemin company. It's not another Me Too product. It's none of that stuff. And the reason why we are bringing a direct-to-consumer aspect of this is because if this is going to be a consumer-based form, a consumer-based system, it has to be consumer-driven. And so what we're going to be talking about tonight is really challenging the status quo and showing you not only what has been created, but we've already have proof of concept of all of this. And I'm going to say this before I start my presentation. I'm humbled and honored by literally the thousands of doctors that I've spoken to over the last 3 months about this project, and how excited they are about getting involved with this, whether it's through the telehealth component, the brick and mortar component, or referring their patients, or using this precision testing and precision therapeutics to help improve the quality of the lives of their patients, their family, and themselves. So what I want to do, let me share my screen. And I want to play something for you. And let's get into this. Everybody see that? There we go. All right, let's play this. So I wanted to share that with all of you because, man, every time I play that video, I get goosebumps because I know that our vision is huge. And I know that our vision aligns with the thoughts and hopes and feelings of hundreds of millions of people globally. And, you know, when I did this presentation in front of a private group and in front of, in Japan, in Europe, all over the Middle East, I mean, everybody is so excited about what Biolimitless represents. It represents an opportunity to bring truth, trust, and transparency back to the healthcare space. You know, we're a global well-being company that uses advanced technologies, and we really envision a global ecosystem. And that's what I want you to understand. This is an ecosystem where self-care becomes the new healthcare. And I really want to hammer that hard with everybody. Self-care is the new healthcare. Our platform really is driven by a visionary community that orchestrates a seamless integration of advanced technologies in healthcare and in wealthcare with a commitment to disrupt the broken systems and really setting new standards for transparency and integrity while maintaining the quality of lives and humans. It really is an amazing opportunity when you see and hear this and understand how deep Biolimitless really is and what it is that we really can do together. It challenges the status quo. We really envision a future of a happier, healthier, wealthier community. We can't continue to go the way that we're going right now. Would you agree with me on that? I mean, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you would agree that the current systems of our healthcare and wealthcare system are just broken. And through innovative self-care, Biolimitless champions really cutting-edge technologies and precision solutions with a mission to unlock the limitless potential within the human body, because it truly is limitless. Biolimitless introduces a decentralized financial platform and a decentralized healthcare platform that is going to put the doctor-patient relationship back together and put the education of healthcare back into the hands of we the people. And folks, that's really what this is about. We want to create a system that disrupts what's currently there that's broken. And by the way, through our promoting transparent, borderless transactions and empowering global participation through a disruptive peer-to-peer economy, it allows us not only to benefit from getting healthier, but it allows us to monetize this as well. And if we're going to get the community and the global world behind this, we have to do it this way. You guys, you're going to hear me say this so many times, it's not even funny. Biolimitless is a parallel system set to disrupt the status quo of the systems that have failed us. What if there was a system that's more effective, more affordable, more convenient, more transparent, and more authentic? Wouldn't you want to participate in that? And we've proven this concept. By the way, there are many other healthcare practitioners who have helped me prove this concept that are on this webinar right now. I know that you would agree with this. Here are the problems. the current healthcare system is truly burdened by superficial treatments and limited access and, profit-driven motives. I told you that 2.5 trillion out of the 2.5 trillion out of the $5 trillion that are spent just in North America alone, just in the United States alone on the healthcare system is bureaucratic waste. Our own government acknowledges that. It's influenced by policies and creating barriers to affect, and we want to make it more equitable. We want to make this more of a democratic process. The system right now is symptom-driven, not solution-driven. They offer you pills, potions, lotions, and surgeries to manage diseases. We don't want to do that. We want to get to the root cause. There's inaccessibility right now. Healthcare is unaffordable. The first thing that doctors' offices ask you is, what insurance do you provide for? And can we milk your insurance to get the care that you feel like you don't deserve? We got big medicine in control, and there's massive amounts of policies and political overreach and massive agendas that are out there that really just regulate us to death and impede us rather than assist us in what we're trying to do. There's a massive disconnect between medical necessity and policy decisions. Innovative self-care is where it's at. I really want you to ingrain this thought into your head, because Biolimitless aims to really empower self-care through cutting-edge precision testing. I want to say that again: cutting-edge precision testing and then precision solutions. I was just on a webinar earlier today with a group of over 100 doctors, and that was like the big thing. They were so blown away by the precision testing and what information we get as a healthcare practitioner when we find through precision testing how a patient should eat, how they should sleep, what they should supplement with. It's absolutely revolutionizing the way that healthcare is delivered and received. And it's really root cause care on a cellular level. And that's what we focus on, is cutting edge root cause care, utilizing advanced AI and biological technologies, advanced delivery systems that are patented. We have a global footprint, which I'm going to show you right out of the gate. We're literally right now, this is being interpreted in multiple languages across the globe. We have a multilingual telehealth project that we're launching, a global expansion with manufacturing and a distribution network that's all over the US, North America, all over the Middle East, all throughout the EU, all throughout Asia, and we're expanding into other markets every day. We have the ability to enable home-based telehealth and advanced healthcare testing. We provide AI-driven based approach to help people find the diagnosis for the root cause of their problem. We're not here to diagnose diseases. We don't want to manage disease and disease. We want to get to the root cause and help people really, truly get healthy. And guys, this system is for the people. It empowers self-managed health from a molecular and genetic standpoint by the people. We develop the leading health and tech to disrupt the status quo, and of the people, it drives a community-governed healthcare paradigm shift. And that's what it takes. It takes a massive global community to shift things. It takes folks like you, myself, and all of the other healthcare providers that have helped put this system together to really stand up against the status quo and offer something that truly is special, unique, and that everybody can understand. And it's decentralized. It moves from a political aspect to a community aspect, and it encourages autonomy in healthcare decision-making. Instead of making decisions based off of what your insurance will cover or not, doctors will be able to make decisions based off of what we find, and you will be able to make decisions based off of your own in-home findings as well. We're putting healthcare back into your hands. That's our massive objectives. I want to spend a little time talking about this. This is one of our major differentiators. And, it was interesting because I was speaking last weekend to a group of healthcare practitioners after our meeting in Phoenix. And, all of us remember when we were taught the triad of health. Health is this. Health is a balance of your physical, chemical, and neuro-emotional well-being. If you take that total triad, that makes up total health and wellness, and you divide those three sides into 33.3% of physical health, chemical health, and neuro-emotional health. Instead of just chasing your symptoms, why don't you focus on what's really the root cause of it? And these can be broken down. Like physical health is postural and structural assessments, and it's chemical is the DNA and the blood testing and the telomere and the stool samples that we'll do, which I'll dig a little deeper into. And then the neuroemotional component, you know, the cognitive assessment, the heart rate variability, the sleep assessment, the way that we can measure brain activity from the convenience of your own home to help you get a better understanding of what's really wrong with you as a healthcare, you know, participant in your own healthcare system. It really is quite amazing. And the question that I ask you and then I ask other healthcare providers is, if the triad of health really is what health is based off of, and all doctors are taught that health is physical, chemical, and neuroemotional, then why don't we get tested that way? Why don't we have treatments based off of that? Because the system is set up to manage your diseases and treat your symptoms. Folks, again, I want you to understand that this is not, here, take this product and it solves this problem. That's not even how things work. Anybody that tells you that vitamins, minerals, and nutrients cure anything, things don't even work that way. What it does is the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients give your body the basic fundamental building blocks it needs to heal on a cellular level. But you're going to find out later that the body needs more help than just that. And by the way, this is all driven by our own proprietary health questionnaires and our AI machine learning technology. We've taken the old school, tried and true scientific physiological principles to get sick people well and keep healthy people healthy. And we've added some amazing new tech delivery systems. And we've added some amazing new tech diagnostic protocols as well. So we're going to dig deeper as we grow as a community to educate not just the healthcare practitioners, but also you, we the people, on what the triad of health really is. Because this, if you understand this, this will change your life forever. Here's another differentiator that we have. This is something that I teach and train doctors across the globe about and have for over the last decade. And what we call this is our hierarchy of health. I want you to understand that there are all these different systems in the body, right? But there's a hierarchy to it. It's almost like opening up your safe at your house. It's important to know the numbers, but it's important to know the proper sequence in which those numbers should be put in so that you can crack that code and open it up. The human body is the same way. If you look on this slide, you'll see that there are 12 different systems that I list on here. And by the way, those 12 different systems can be broken down into subcategories. And for example, let's go over here and look at this number 12 for a minute. Number 12 is the musculoskeletal system, and number 11 is the inflammatory system. This is where we see a lot of chronic pain and a lot of muscle issues and arthritis and joint problems and all this stuff manifesting as symptoms. But what if there were other problems downstream? Let's say there were problems at step number 2 or step number 3. What if those dominoes that were, those fuses were blown there, and that's what really caused and led to the inflammatory issues and the musculoskeletal pain problems that people have? See, many of you have been to physicians and tried treating, your pain, or tried treating your inflammation, or tried treating, your musculoskeletal issues, and it got a little bit better, but it never got corrected. And why? Because there were problems upstream that weren't corrected first. You have to correct these things in sequential order. We've developed a testing and a treatment protocol that helps you find out where your hierarchy is of what system you should start with. That is so important, why you should start with our foundational testing systems that we're going to offer. And as a physician, I don't know how anyone can truly get people to the root cause if they don't run these type of precision testing. By the way, as we grow as a community, we're going to educate you a lot on how this hierarchy of health system works. And once you get it, it's going to blow your mind. This is another differentiator that we have. This is what we call our systems check. How many of you ever heard of biohacking before? Simple things that you can do, lifestyle changes, and literally simple therapeutics that you can do, like, utilizing home remedies and certain, techniques that can help you improve a lot of these systems in your body. We have identified over 16 different systems that we check. And think about your systems in your body and symptoms in your body like a check engine light going off. Most people's check engine light goes off, and what do? They put a piece of tape over it, or they put a picture of their kids over it, or they just ignore it. Well, that doesn't fix the cause of the problem. And by the way, that check engine light going off is not the root cause. That's just the light going off. If you put a piece of tape over that engine, it's still going to blow up. It's still going to be a problem. So what if you were able to get biohacks for brain hacking and pain hacking and children's health and blood sugar health and cholesterol health and weight and immune system? We have all of those. We're going to be sharing all of that information with our global community and our healthcare providers so that you have resources to really, truly take your health and your wealth to the next level. This is a very powerful deal. All right. Now, this is one of my most important slides that I want to cover with all of you. Do you see first of all, the phrase in the top right-hand corner that says physiology doesn't lie? We test, we don't guess. That's so important for you to understand. We test, we don't guess. And if you look on the left-hand side at the top left, it starts with your body as an organism. You are an organism. You're a human being organism that if you're out of balance, it causes symptoms and ultimately disease. Well, an organism is made up of organ systems. You know, your reproductive system, your respiratory system, your immune system, all of those systems. Those systems are made up of organs in the body. Those organs are made up of tissues. And tissues and organ systems and managing your symptoms and your disease is that's the healthcare system that's out there that quite honestly has failed a lot of us. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people that are alive today because of the system that's out there. And our system can help make that system of medicine, the way that it's out there, allopathic medicine, better. But we don't focus on symptoms and disease, your organs or your organ systems. We focus on cellular health because the quality of your health is in direct proportion to the quality of the health of your cells. Your cells make your tissues. Your cells are told what to do by your chromosomes and your telomeres. Your telomeres are such an important thing that every healthcare practitioner that understands longevity and anti-aging, it's all about the length of your telomeres. The end of your little telomere, there's a little knob on the end of your telomere that's a lot like the end of a shoelace. And if that end of your telomere starts to shrink, then what happens is that signals to the chromosome to signal to the cells to start the process of decay and degeneration. Folks, that's what anti-aging is truly about. Ponce de Leon was looking for telomeres. He just didn't know it yet. We can measure that and improve the length of the telomeres through the technologies that we have. Your bacterial DNA and your human DNA. Did you know that there's more bacteria in and on your body than there is human DNA in and on your body? And I know if you're like a germaphobe, that might freak you out, but that's just the way that it is. And you guys, you have to understand that your DNA is the blueprint that your cells are supposed to read of how to act and what to do. And as we get older, ladies and gentlemen, as we get older, we start to lose the ability for our cells to get signaled properly to do the work that it's supposed to do from our DNA. And if you've never had your DNA measured, then how do you know what your blueprint is? How do you know how you should eat, you should sleep, the supplements that are best for you, and etc.? There are tests that can show that. And we test, we don't guess. We can measure cell health through our blood testing. We can measure chromosomes and telomeres through our blood tests. We can measure bacterial DNA through our fecal samples and everything we do. And we can measure our human DNA through our genomics tests that I'm going to lay out for you. This is one of the most powerful things. And by the way, I think it's important to note, if I drew a line between these two circles on the infinity sign here, that the left-hand side is truly the allopathic medical system that is the third leading cause of death in the United States, by the way. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that are alive today because of the medications and drugs and things that they take, but there are a lot of people that are going to die tomorrow because of that same system. It's the third leading cause of death in the United States, and it's the top 5 leading cause of death in every country across the globe. That's a fact. And on the right-hand side, which I think it's very serendipitous that we're showing that on the right-hand side, because it's the right way to do things, it's all about cell health, chromosome health, bacterial DNA, and human DNA. So let's talk a little bit about the phases that we're going to roll out. Now, I'm going to encourage all of you to get to Las Vegas because we're going to go deeper into this. And you're going to hear from some of our doctors that are on the scientific advisory board and some of the people that are going to be really helping us launch these projects and products to the world. Phase 1 is all based off of our foundational DNA and cellular health testing. Phase 1 includes our core products, which are our foundational formulas that really support a healthy system on a cellular and genetic level. We have precision testing that we actually have a genetic test we're going to show you in just a moment. We measure genetic key mapping. We have an amazing AI technology and software that's going to help analyze the data that we get to give you the best results that you should have. And we have some foundational formulas in the form of our cell signaling peptide-driven technologies and our master microbes, which is the key truly to limitless health. So let me show you this. Phase 1, we're going to roll out with a genetic test, and we use the technology called nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics has been around for about 20 years, and it just keeps getting better and better as we get more data. we're able to measure through a cheek buccal swab someone's actual genetic SNP. A SNP is a single nucleotide polymorphism. We're able to measure the good genes, which we call clean genes, versus the dirty genes. And if you have dirty genes, basically all you need to know is the lifestyle modifications you need to do so that those genes have less of a chance of expressing into sickness and more of a chance of expressing into health and abundance. See, there's something that we say in the world of genetics, and it's really simple, that your genes load the gun, but your lifestyle pulls the trigger, which means that you're born with a certain set of imbalances, but as long as you have the right lifestyle modifications, you don't have to have expression of symptoms, sickness, and disease as bad as if you do the wrong things. It's a roadmap of how to sleep, how to eat, how to exercise, supplements to take. Even doctors that prescribe certain drugs, if you have certain gene imbalances, you can tell if you're a fast metabolizer or a slow metabolizer, if those medications are going to help or hinder you. But again, what this is this measures, and it also measures your chronological age versus biological age, was an absolute game changer for folks. Again, what to eat, how to sleep, how to exercise, how to prevent injuries. By the way, we have this technology in over 10 NFL teams, over a dozen MLB teams, over 41 NCAA colleges across the country that are doing a simple, easy cheek swab. And yes, there are other groups and teams and organizations and doctors that are measuring genetic tests. But look, there's a group out there now that's measuring like 5 tests. There's another one I know that does about 24. And they charge you close to $1,000 for that test. And that test tells you basically when you're done that you should eat fruits and vegetables, you should sleep 8 hours a day, drink more water, exercise, and you'll be healthier. It's the biggest cop-out that there is. I want to say this. Our global array genetic test measures 800,000 SNPs, and 250 of those are actionable. And by the way, as we get more data coming out about what certain SNPs do, we might learn in a month or 2 months or 6 months, a dozen more, 2 dozen more, and you'll be able to learn how to take action on those other SNPs. We're going to talk more in Vegas about our gene key mapping project and our Biolimitless quiz that helps you understand more about what are called your epigenetics in your body. Powerful, powerful testing that is an absolute game changer. When living a lifestyle that is adequate for your gene makeup, our cells have better chance of optimal expression, organ functioning optimally, and we as an organism function better if our genes are working and expressing better. Just remember that. One of our foundational formulas that we're launching is a cell signaling technology that is peptide derived. Look, vitamins, minerals, and nutrients are, like I said, it's the basic fundamental building block of your body. It's the raw materials to build your house out of. And those raw materials still need to be put together by somebody, by some worker bee has to do that. And peptides are one of those worker bees that does that. Listen, we get over the age of 30, we start losing about 90% production of our stem cells in our body, and our microbiome goes down, our enzyme function goes down, and our peptide function goes down. Our body doesn't have the cell signaling capacity to do the work it did when it was in its 20s. What if there were formulas out there that have been clinically proven to do that? We have that. This formula, each ingredient, by the way, is selected for a specific health benefit to make physiology do things that we want it to do. Some key ingredients in this formula are C-Max, and many of you know that C-Max is a peptide that helps improve cognitive enhancement for memory and focus. It's a neuroprotective compound. It has stress reduction capabilities, mood improvement, and it activates the natural production of ATP in the body. And not to mention, it's a BDNF enhancer. I mean, that is a powerful formula in itself. Ipamorelin is another compound that we put in here that enhances growth hormone levels and improves cardiovascular function. BPC-157 is another peptide that we've added in this breakthrough technology to signal to your cells to function and work better. BPC-157 is known as the Wolverine peptide. Wolverine, the comic book character that heals from all injuries, right? So understand that it has amazing cellular healing properties. And if you were just to take these 3 peptides by themselves on a monthly basis and inject them into your body, this would cost you well over $350 per month just to do this. We have methylated B vitamins in here, which is so important right now for so many folks that have MTHFR gene imbalances, which I'm going to tell you the vast majority of individuals that are on this call and on this planet have. L-theanine and L-arginine, these are amino acids that are going to enhance blood flow and give a calm state of alertness. And we put other minerals and supplements in here to help improve circulation and boost blood flow and help with digestion. So this formula has been clinically proven to improve mental clarity and energy, enhance mood and stress management, faster recovery, better heart health, better blood flow, digestive improvement, and it reduces cellular inflammation, which doctors will tell you is the root cause of all symptoms, sickness, and disease on the planet. And folks, we have a very amazing global patented delivery system of something called phytomicroencapsulation that's a botanical. It's a plant-based power coating that we can put around the outside of these peptides that protects the peptides to get them past the GI gastric juices and into the small intestine where the delivery system allows it to absorb into the bloodstream. It's absolutely amazing, and we've clinically proven that this works. Our phase 1, number 2 foundational formula that we're launching is our master microbiotic formula. This advanced supplement leverages our phytomicroencapsulation technology to protect each of these master microbes. This is master microbes that are derived not from cultures, but are spore-derived master microbes that truly enhance the bacterial DNA and the microbiome, and are the hidden secret to ultimate health. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I've spent the last 15 years trying to crack the code on getting dysbiosis, abnormal bacteria under control, and helping heal what I call the global pandemic of leaky gut syndrome. This happens to be one of those formulas. It's a comprehensive bacterial support that contains all the necessary bacteria for a healthy gut microbiome. And it's been clinically proven to get past the stomach acids into the small intestine so that it can actually culture and cultivate into our intestinal tract and improve leaky gut, improve cellular healing. And it's really the key to having healthy organs and improving nutritional absorption. The cell signaling technology and the master microbiotics are the 2 foundational formulas of which Biolimitless is based upon. This is all launching in Las Vegas, August 17th at the Orleans Arena, and it's going to blow your mind. When you hear the story about leaky gut and how that truly is an epidemic that is completely destroying the lives of people unnecessarily, and how our lifestyles and et cetera are contributing to this, and how we have solutions to change that, and how the reason why most people who are taking vitamins, minerals, nutrients, even eating clean food, they don't have enough cell signaling capability in their body for their cells to regenerate. This will help with that. And plus the DNA test is absolutely a game changer. When I've shown this to physicians across the globe, they've asked not only when can they do it, but how quickly can they implement this into their practice. Phase 2, we're going to be rolling out in Dubai in February of 2025. These are going to be our peptide-driven wellness solutions for wellness-specific solutions that people have. Peptide-led products for detox, peptide-led products for anti-aging, sleep formulas, brain balancing technologies to help people focus and concentrate with memory and energy, vitality formulas, metabolic reset programs to not just help people lose weight, because we have those for weight loss, but to balance their blood sugar issues and to combat one of the biggest problems on the planet, which is insulin resistance. We have solutions for this. We can reset hormones naturally. We can help the body relieve stress through peptide-derived stress formulas and skin rejuvenation and much, much more. Our phase 3 formula, we're going to have oral exosomes from stem cells, our extracellular vesicles featuring the first ever FDA authorized extracellular vesicle compound is designed to enhance cell repair, immune function, and metabolism. Clinically proven to reduce inflammation and re-energize cellular activities. It is a game changer. This advanced secretagogue is a liposomal formula that has been able in an oral pill to get past the GI tract into the bloodstream. And we're going to talk so much more about that in Las Vegas. But the benefits are to repair cellular tissue damage, to restore immune system functionality, to reset and boost metabolism, to reduce inflammation significantly, and to support anti-aging through microdosing of extracellular vesicles. And we're microdosing also with the peptides. That's the key to making sure that our body can absorb these things and it doesn't overwhelm the receptor sites. So side effects are not even on the radar. These are safe, simple solutions. By the way, when you take peptides orally, it's a supplement. If you take them as an injection, it's a drug. If you take vitamin B12 orally versus taking it as an injection, orally is a supplement and injectably it's a drug. So we've cracked the code. We're going to also be taking these exosomes in the form of a skin screen. Our Biolimitless skin formula is next level. Exosome infused advanced formulation combining our proprietary ingredients with cutting edge delivery technology for massive visual results. What if I told you there was a technology that you could use where you could measure your face with the camera on our app that we have through your Biolimitless app, and that can tell you your chronological versus biological age? And you start using this rejuvenation skin cream that has certain bacteria that enhances skin elasticity and certain therapeutics that help hydrate and plump up the skin, and our peptide derived collagen peptide that promotes skin firmness and resilience. It's, again, another next level of skin cream. By the way, we've been testing this out in my home, and my wife will tell you that she has been able to literally take about 2/3 of the $1,500 worth of skin regimen that she uses and throw it all away and use this formula by itself. So I'm thankful for that for many reasons. We also have an amazing hair restoration formula that is exosome derived, and it's patented formula with herbs, enzymes, and extracellular vesicles to rejuvenate hair and growth, and helps with the terminals of the hair follicles, your beard, and your hairline. By the way, it does work. I do enjoy my beautiful bald head, but I am regrowing my hair to show you how this does work. It addresses genetic hair loss, and by the way, helps stimulate blood flow and circulation for optimal growth. Most people don't realize that most people lose their hair because of fungal infections that they get. People wear hats or helmets a lot, and they get fungal overgrowth in their skin, and that literally suffocates the hair follicle. And this formula is antimicrobial, and it helps defeat that. We also have exosome infused vitality formulas. Listen, folks, if we're going to get you feeling younger and looking younger, we got to make sure that we've got the right vitality for men and women. It improves vascular health and function. It helps with robust physical performance and has been shown to help with things like ED. From a female standpoint, it improves blood flow and vitality and circulation, improves sensitivity, reduces pain with intercourse that happens as we age. And it improves the desire, because if you're feeling better, you're obviously more apt to utilizing the services that come with this cream. We're all adults here, so you understand what I'm saying. Our phase 2 also involves advanced precision testing. We have an app-based face and skin aging analysis. We analyze over 12 key skin factor components that, combined with your DNA and epigenetics results, can improve not just how you feel, but how you look. We have a NeuroCheck, which is our app-based testing for cognitive function of your brain. It includes a mental health checkup as well as happiness testing. And yes, there's an algorithm to help improve happiness. We have advanced blood testing that you can do from the convenience of your home, or if you're a healthcare practitioner, we can do this from your own healthcare center. Or if you're a telehealth practitioner, you can utilize our services to send out these tests for inflammation, vitamins and minerals, heavy metals, toxicities, and hormones to your clients across the globe. We have telomere testing, a simple blood test you can do a finger prick with that measures telomere length for cellular aging. And this really gives massive insights to your biological age and your health risk. Telomeres truly should be one of the most important tests that every man, woman, and child receives so they know their overall health and well-being. Heart rate variability, which is the gold standard for measuring the sympathetic and parasympathetic activity and stress of your brain. We can measure that from the convenience of your phone, and going to one of our Biolimitless centers of excellence, you actually can have the top level heart rate variability testing done in our facilities. We have stool testing. Why is that important? Comprehensive gut analysis, digestive health, inflammatory markers, nutrition absorption, and we can make personalized recommendations based off of these simple at-home tests. We have some wearable tech involved with sleep as well as cardio health. What if there was a device that you could wear when you go to sleep at night that's like a blackout mask that you wear on an airplane? and it measures your brain waves in real time. And if your brain gets out of that deep sleep state through the use of vibration and other sound wave technologies, can coax your brain naturally back into that deep sleep. What if I told you that we've already been able to show clinically that 20 minutes of using this technology is as powerful as taking a 4 to 6 hour power nap? We have that technology. We're going to go deep into the benefits of proper sleep when we get together in Las Vegas. Phase 3, we're launching in 2025, but we're doing the crowdfund portion for that in August. But it launches phase 3 2025. We're introducing our Biolimitless Centers of Excellence to the world. Imagine if there was a wellness center on steroids that was out there that focused on wellness versus illness, that had everything from primary care to the advanced technologies of PEMF and laser therapy and stem cells and whole body scans and brain scans in the form of functional MRIs. And, you know, people are leaving the United States to go to other countries so they can get these tests done affordably. What if we were able to bring this technology under one roof, one center, where you could go and get your hair restored and your joints injected, and you can get your IVs for your exosomes and all the therapeutics that you need, and have healthcare practitioners that are focused on cellular health and getting to the root cause instead of just managing your diseases? What if there was a way to truly reverse some of the problems that you have? These centers can do this and much, much more. We offer all the testing available through the Biolimitless at-home system, but much, much more. And from a brick and mortar location, patients can also benefit from all these services. It is huge. Folks, we're going to be opening up over 200 centers over the next 3 years across the globe. I just had a group in town from Japan that were with me the last couple of days, and they can't wait to open up centers in Japan. The Europeans want to do it in Europe. We want to do it in the Middle East, all over the US. Folks, this is going to be literally a game changer, because again, the Biolimitless Centers of Excellence are absolutely necessary to get to the root cause of cellular health and genetic well-being, and truly for such a time as this. We're already transcending borders. We have global distribution already in North America, South America, throughout the Middle East, all over Europe, Asia, parts of Africa, and a global infrastructure is already in place, from logistics to supply chain to deliveries and etc. We already have international manufacturing in the US and in Europe. We have control of this system, and we're getting to expand even bigger. By the way, Jeremy talked about our unique Biolimitless AI sales system. It's really aiming to lead an artificial intelligence revolution. We are introducing the very first AI product expert to work for you. And in August 17th, you're going to learn and have access to this. And when I demoed this to the teams that were there in Arizona, I mean, jaws were dropped because of the way that this helps with compliance and explaining what Biolimitless is and answering all the questions about the science that we've trained. It truly is amazing what this ecosystem is evolving into. Jeremy talked about we have the ability to do voice technology, AI agent. By the way, it's multilingual already, and we're going to add more languages. We have a CMR integration with this, a dedicated company expert, 24/7, 365, that you can call a number and ask our AI questions. And I'll tell you, at first, when I heard this robotical voice on the other end of this phone call, I thought, man, nobody's going to want to talk to a robot. It's humanized. And then we tested it on over 1,000 people. And you know what the common response was? They felt more comfortable talking to the AI than they did a human, because they didn't feel judged. They could ask any question they wanted. And if they didn't understand something, they could ask that question again, and they didn't feel like they were going to be judged. So I'm blown away by the technologies that we've had, and there's opportunities for autonomous lead generation with this. Folks, I'm just going to tell you, if the system right now feels too big to fail, we build a new one, a system that's more effective, more affordable, more convenient, more transparent, more authentic. And we're launching Biolimitless. Launch is live in Vegas. at the Orleans Arena, August the 17th. I want you to come join me. I want you to join the Limitless community. I want you to join all the physicians across the globe that are coming, the renowned doctors and influencers that want to understand how this can change their life and change it forever. There's two ways that you can get your tickets. And I'm going to bring Jeremy on in just a minute, but you can go to www.limitless2024.com and you can purchase by credit card, or you can go to your Tron link, your referral link in your Tron wallet for those who want to secure a position in the blockchain in the Biolimitless launch. So there's so many pieces of this puzzle that it's not even funny. It's an absolute game changer. There's so much more to share with folks. This is a very quick, rapid fire garden hose. I mean, I spent 6 hours going over this in Arizona last week. And even before I did the 6 hours, I had so many doctors that have came to me and said, you know, Dr. Eric, I don't know what it is, but I'm all in. I don't care what I have to do, but this is what I need. And there are tens of thousands of disenfranchised healthcare workers that are joining our ranks. And there are so many opportunities for all of us to get involved on so many aspects of this company that I'm just excited to be a part of it. And I want to say this again, it's not about me, it's about we, the global community. So Jeremy, I'm going to be quiet now, let you speak for a little while. Anybody Jeremy, if you have anything to add, please go ahead and do it now. So thank you.
Brother, there is nothing to add to that, man. I love you. The text messages that I'm getting right now, listen, there's leaders, top leaders in our industry that have never been a part of our projects who are messaging me right now going, this is the biggest thing we've ever seen. Had one friend just messaged me, said, this may bring me out of retirement. So, man, Dr. Eric, this is incredible. We do have the recording of the event in Arizona. For those of you that say, man, I would love to hear the 6 hours, right? We have that. We're going to be publishing that in the next couple of days. We'll send that out. Guys, you know, despite the technical difficulties tonight, this is our first time doing this. We've got tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time, which is 6 p.m. UTC time. We're going to be doing the European webinar. We'll have all the bugs worked out. It'll be an English presentation, but translated in Hungarian, German, French, Russian, and it's going to be powerful. Encourage you to invite your guests to it. We'll have everything working properly. The Vegas event, guys, let's make history. Let's get the right energy, the right people. Listen, you put 1,000, 2,000 people that resonate with this message in a room together. We change the vibration and the frequency on a global scale. You know, this is a movement. I told Josh Denny the other day, I said, bro, we're going to crush this. He goes, bro, we're going to crusade this. And I think that's the mantra. So the number one question we got after the event in Arizona for people that are not already a part of our decentralized community is, how do I join now? How do I position myself where I can start inviting people to this project? And so we're going to be launching, you'll have to come through a referral link of a member who's a part of the Limitless community. Those links will go live tomorrow after the European call. There's two ways that you can join us in Vegas. You can go right now to limitless2024.com and you can purchase a ticket to the Vegas event. But that does not put you into the blockchain. That does not give you a position inside of the project. But you can go to limitless2024.com, lock in your ticket, and you can do that right now. The second way, the referral link will go live tomorrow. And this is for those who say, okay, I want to learn. I want to learn how this decentralized thing works, and I want to actually position myself in front of this project early and start promoting and sharing this. Tomorrow, you'll have a referral link from the person who invited you to this webinar today. They'll show you how to use the TronLink wallet, and you'll be able to actually buy the ticket to Vegas. And when you do it through the TronLink wallet, it actually will register you into the system. You'll have your own website when we go live. You'll have a referral link right away. You can start inviting people, and you and your community can be among the very first people in the world to launch this project. Dr. Eric, there's zero doubt in my mind that this project it's you know, listen, even if there was no wealth opportunity attached to this, I think every person on this call today would be engaged in promoting this to the world. When you have the product experience that you're going to have, there's no one that you love that you're not going to tell about this. There's no one that you care about that you're not going to tell about this. And that's why we are so excited to include a peer-to-peer model. Why not? Because guess what, guys? When solutions, or quote unquote solutions, are presented to the world in today's economy, it's only an elite group of people that get to eat off of that table, right? And most of those scenarios, multi-billion and trillion-dollar industries, most of those scenarios are not even solving the root problems. And yet that system is feeding the elite. That system is feeding a few. And we said, what if we could create a parallel system? Dr. Eric said, I know we can do a parallel system. And we masterminded and said, what if that parallel system could feed back to the people? We're going to do it anyhow. We're going to go on this journey together anyhow. We're going to use these products anyhow. We're going to be in these clinics anyhow. Why not create a peer-to-peer economy that allows we, the people, to win from the product in our own health and our own lives, but also win from this movement financially at the same time? And so I don't believe there's ever been a more brilliant model that exists in multiple industries. And I've never been more ready and excited. Our community of leaders, it's going to be incredible. So Dr. Eric, we love you, man. We appreciate you. Thank you to every single one of you who joined us today. Tomorrow, we'll be sending out the updated links, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. UTC time. We'll be doing another live broadcast. And invite your friends, invite your family. This is going to be the beginning of a massive movement. So Dr. E, we love you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, guys. I'm humbled to be here. And remember, this is about we, not about me. We do this together. We can totally change the world. And I believe that they're going to be writing in the history books about what we together are going to be doing to take our health back and our wealth back. And I'm excited to be a part of it. So thank you.
All right. Love you guys. We'll talk.